Hi, Alan Shimel, DevOps.com here at IBM InterConnect, Las Vegas. CJ Paul from IBM here with me. CJ, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Alan.
I think the last time we spoke, it wasn't Austin, it was San Francisco at the DevOps Enterprise
That's
Summit.
right. Yeah,
But you also presented at the CD Summit in
that's right. In
Austin.
Austin. Yes.
We'll be doing a CD Summit in Dallas in April. Perhaps we'll see you there. But we're here at InterConnect, and there's been a lot of announcements. I'm going to give three of them to you, CJ, and you can give me your views on each of them. The three I'd like us to take a look at is the announcement around Git
Yeah.
and local Git, the VMware
Hmm.
partnership, and then third, the contribution to an open Swift, moving Swift from client side to server side potentially as well.
Yeah.
So those are in my mind, three things I wanted to hit on, and I'm interested in your views on any or all of them.
Yeah. So we can start with the first one of them.
Okay,
IBM announced a partnership with GitHub and
right.
in getting GitHub Enterprise available to customers of Bluemix dedicated and local. It's the leading software for development,
Yes.
and we want to make sure that as enterprise developers actually get started with DevOps, that they have access to leading tools such as GitHub Enterprise behind the firewall
Right.
that they can then employ with the latest DevOps practices, right? So this is part of IBM's commitment to bring industry-leading tools closer to the developers within large enterprises.
So for me, CJ, the real story behind that enterprise Git is a hybrid story. Right?
That's
There
right.
may
Yeah.
be some organizations that their entire Git stays behind the firewall, but I think most organizations are going to have a version behind the firewall, and because of the enhanced security that we're seeing in the cloud in general and the IBM cloud specifically, that they're going to have a cloud version too, which will be in sync
Hmm.
and will allow you to have your repo available from anywhere,
Anywhere. Yeah.
right? But you'll also have that big one behind the
Yeah.
firewall.
So with this particular announcement, we are actually providing choice with consistency in that sense. So you can do development with a Git repo that you have on GitHub.com,
Yes,
or you can do it with a Git repo that is behind the firewall. And irrespective of where your source code resides, you can then use our DevOps tooling to build it and deliver it
yeah.
either in public cloud or in a dedicated cloud or in a local environment,
It's
right?
a
So
great hybrid story.
it's a great hybrid story without a doubt.
What else? What are
VMware,
the other
yeah.
two?
So we can
VMware.
talk about VMware. So I think there's a great opportunity for both companies. VMware obviously has a very large customer base and a large install footprint inside the data centers.
Right.
Many of our large clients have thousands and tens of thousands of VMs that are running. And now with this partnership, they have the flexibility now to move some of those workloads to the cloud and back, right? So,
Again,
it gives
hybrid
some level of portability in this kind of hybrid environment. And it's a very
hybridization.
unique thing that you can do only with IBM because IBM is the only cloud vendor that is actually providing bare
Right.
metal services in the software layer cloud, right?
Well, I think again, so the Schimmel commentary on it, CJ, is, you know, uh, enemy of my enemy is my friend to a
Well,
certain extent, and so VMware, I think, sees Amazon, the Amazon Web Service, is competitive and as hurting. What do you do with these? And IBM offers a true alternative
yeah,
that allows them to migrate and hybridize, if you will, this
yeah,
large installed base that they have,
yeah.
and it gives them a place to play. And the other thing about it again is the reliability, security of
Oh,
the IBM
IBM
cloud
Cloud,
with it.
yes.
Um, but it makes for a lot of interesting situations now as we see this
Yeah,
shifting back and
yeah.
forth. So I thought it was
Um,
a
the,
chock full of potential.
Absolutely. And then the third thing you were asking me is about
About
Swift,
Swift.
right? So um, again, the number one project after it got
Right.
open sourced. So this is helping developers who are building iOS applications and have become really familiar with the language to build that same kind of capability to run on the server
Right.
side in the cloud without having to learn a new environment or switch tools and start developing in a new environment, making for a more complicated tool chain. So it's a very exciting development, and we are really thrilled
Yeah.
that all of this came to bear, and it's a unique differentiator for IBM Cloud.
I think so, and I think another important thing about it is sort of direct fruit of
Mhm.
the Apple IBM partnership, right?
Partnerships,
You're
yeah,
starting to see
yeah.
that come out. So three
So
big announcements, but there's a lot more
yeah.
here.
So as part of all of this, what IBM is actually enabling is the stitching together of the leading languages and tools in the ecosystem to improve the productivity from a DevOps perspective.
Yeah.
In fact, for the folks who are attending InterConnect, if you attend the thought leadership session on Wednesday morning, you'll see some of the demonstrations around an open tool chain
Right.
and how you can stitch together an open tool chain to improve the productivity of a developer.
Uh,
So,
the open tool, the whole software supply chain is a very hot topic.
yeah.
Actually, we'll have a panel on that at CD summits that we'll be doing. CJ, we're about out of
Yeah.
time, but as always, my friend, it's a pleasure to have you on our uh, views,
Thank you for
and
what?
look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you,
CJ
Alan.
Paul, IBM. This is Alan Shimel of DevOps.com.